Welcome back to another episode with Bonsai with Romana. Today, I'm going to be replanting this little Celtis Africana. It's a wit stinker. So this is one of the first show trees that I've ever had. It's been in this pot for, I can honestly say, almost 4 or 5 years now. I haven't repotted this tree. I've trimmed it a lot. I've shortened the tree. But this time around, I'm going to take this tree and I'm going to take it into a smaller pot. So I do feel like I'm pushing the limits with my trees a bit more nowadays, because I'm getting a bit more confident. And yeah, all I need for this tree is the smaller roots to survive. So I'm going to repot it into this smaller pot. So I'm going to take you guys to the prepping of this small pot to plant this thing there, raking the roots, and then also making sure that I remove the wire that I use to tie the plant into the pot. So let's get into it. First step with preparing this pot is I'll be taking a bit of this wire mesh and I'll be cutting it to size. And then I'm going to cut two, because there's 2 holes. The reason I prefer this wire mesh is it's the same mesh you use when you are doing ceilings or rhino board or drywalls. You just take this, you tape up the middle, and then you can put some Creedstone over that. I like it because it's a bit of adhesive, so you just push it down and it sticks to the bottom of the pot. And then you make small staples to ensure it stays in place. So because this pot is so small, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to take 1 part of sifted compost and I'm going to add 1 part of LECA, and I'm then going to mix that through. The reason I'm using that mixture for this smaller tree is that the LECA is quite porous and it adds a lot of oxygen to the mix, but because the pot is so shallow, what I did is I added in just LECA at the bottom as a mound, so I can place my tree on that and wiggle it left and right to get it in the position that I want it. And then on top of that, I'll use this mixture of 50% LECA and 50% compost, just because it retains a bit more moisture. On a bigger pot, I would definitely only use LECA, perlite and other type of things that might develop trees. But also on the smaller trees, I use a bit more organic matter because it holds a bit more water. Okay, let me just mix that through. Okay, and then I just mix it through till I get a consistent mixture of LECA and compost. Also take out some of the smaller stuff that came through. Bigger pieces, because it's just going to clog up, take up extra space, and it doesn't serve any purpose. Here we go. The next step would be to remove the wire. Just make sure I cut it at the top, then the tree around, cut the bottom, and let's see which way goes easier. And there you can see, the tree is quite root bound. Let's move that pot to the side. I'm going to rake out and just pull these pieces of wire out first. Just find them. There we go. As you can see, the mixture that I used previously was LECA and perlite. So I'm mixing it up now and I'm doing a bit more LECA and compost.
getting into it.